The hacking forced a change in the opening ceremonies. The drone show had to be canceled.
They're worried about the hacking risk. Somebody get access to those drones, they can have some weird messages or maybe attack the attendees.
San Jose State professor Ahmed Banafa, an expert on cybersecurity, says while no group has taken credit for the hacking, there are a couple of prime suspects.
Everybody thinks that behind this one is the Russian group. They call them the Fancy Bear. They are very notorious about this kind of attacks. They even have part on the DNC email hacking that happened in 2016. This very group, they released the medical records of Vanessa Williams and her Serena Williams to just show that everybody is taking these kind of medications. Why us as the Russian here?
The backstory is the Russians were upset that some of their athletes were banned from the Olympics for doping. North Korea is being looked at as the other prime suspect. In the Silicon Valley Bureau, Mike Colgan, KCBS. Part of the opening ceremonies had to be canceled because of the hacking.
The drones show that. They just showed us on TV something which is a replay. The other one is that some of the attendees, they couldn't print their tickets. Why? Because the website was down. That impacted people to get there.
San Jose State professor Ahmed Banafa, an expert on cybersecurity, says the fingerprints are that of Russian hackers.
It's the same technique used by the Russian. Companies like Machiavel and FireEye, they trace that back to computers somewhere, and they find that this is coming from computers that are taken over by hackers. And those hackers traced back to that group.
Professor Banafa says the other prime hacking suspect, North Korea. The Silicon Valley Bureau, Mike Colgan, KCBS. The hacking impacted the opening ceremonies of the Winter Olympics.
They canceled the show of the drones, 300 drones that will have some beautiful shapes and forms. We've seen them on the Super Bowl this month, and we have seen them also in Las Vegas for the Consumer Electronics Show. They're worried about somebody will take control of that.
San Jose State professor Ahmed Banafa, an expert on cybersecurity, on who might be responsible for the hack.
There are two major suspects for this one, Russia and North Korea. And the Russian been trying to do this for a while because they are really not happy with the anti-doping, in a case against their athletes, for 47 of them banned. So they're trying to find some kind of dirt on the officials and publish it.
Professor Banafa said the hacking was done using one of the oldest tricks in the book, embedding the virus in an email attachment. In the Silicon Valley Bureau, Mike Colgan, KCBS.